while we're sitting here, we all have our opinions on Tarantino.
Tarantino sucks.
Some of us love Tarantino. Some of us hate Tarantino. But I think it's great dialogue on some really successful films, no matter how you look at it.
Robberies.
They are quite successful and award-winning films, and that can't be taken away from.
Some crimes just can't be undone.
Tarantino sucks. That's my final word.
I think Tarantino's fantastic.
Please retire.
Anyway.
But don't make Star Trek.
Thrill Hammer. Death Proof, Hateful Eight, Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I've never seen, Kill Bill Volume 2, Inglourious Bastards, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown, and Pulp Fiction.
I think we start at the beginning with Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, I thought that was a great film.
The problem that I have with Reservoir Dogs is the entire thing looks like it was shot by someone who never went to film school. And there's just too much extra drop-ins. Like the orange balloon thing to give away the ending. That drives me insane.
There's an orange balloon thing?
When the guy's driving down the street, like you're supposed to, because they're all named for colors, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to figure out like who the bad guy is. So there's this giveaway that you're supposed to find yourself, like an Easter egg. Of when he's driving down the street, some kid's balloon runs under his car or behind his car or something, and it's orange.
Because he's Mr. Orange.
Because it's Mr. Orange. So you're supposed to figure that out. And it's just like, there's things that people think make it rich, but it doesn't make it rich. Honestly, it robs it of some of what it could have been. And then beyond that, it's just a bunch of guys arguing in a warehouse.
Don't you think that some people would disagree with you? Like, I think that those little Easter eggs are what draws me to movies. I think he's genius for doing that.
You think he's genius?
Well, I would say by the extension of the, just a bunch of guys arguing in a warehouse, we think to like 12 Angry Men, where it's 12 dudes arguing in a room about the jury verdict. Similar sort of thing.
Everybody, like, the whole copier thing makes no sense. Speaking of it, like, yeah, when you say 12 Angry Men, I immediately go, okay, well, how could I fit that in to the Tarantino film? You can't. Because 12 Angry Men is, like, logically shot and logically thought out. And then all of a sudden, the guy just goes apeshit on some cop's ear.
Reservoir Dogs is his first piece of work. It was independently made. It was only distributed by Miramax after it was screened at Sundance. So a lot of those things come from the fact that there are no professionals in the room at that point.
Michael Madsen was a professional. Steve Buscemi was a professional.
Harvey Keitel.
They're actors. They're not producers.
They've been close to the nerves of the thing for a long time at that point.
The interesting thing, though, is Tarantino, after Reservoir Dogs came out, he drew comparisons to Scorsese, Lynch, Hitchcock, and Kubrick.
No. Nowhere close.
He's not close at all, but those comparisons were made.
Those comparisons
Agreed
were
that the
made.
comparisons were made, but by who?
Critics?
Critics, Hollywood,
In terms
media.
of non-linear storytelling, David Lynch blows him out of the water. In terms of gangster films, Scorsese blows him out of the water.
Absolutely. But does he take a taste of each of them in his work? Does he pay homage to these directors?
Is it tasting or is it outright stealing?
It's biting, yeah. You just...
I don't know what to do here, so I'm going to do that thing I saw in that one movie when I was bored at the video store that one afternoon.
Well, either way, Reservoir Dogs is what made him a hot commodity in Hollywood. So you could disagree, we can agree. It really doesn't matter because that's what got him on the map.
Everything else at Sundance that year being boring is what made him a hot commodity in Hollywood. If that goes up against an A-list year at Sundance, Quentin Tarantino never makes money.
And that may very well be. But luckily for us, he's made a lot of movies.
Luckily, man's made 3 decent movies.
Tragically.
1 good movie.
Which was the one good movie?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is not a good movie.
I thought Jackie Brown was the one.
Jackie Brown's a good movie.
True Romance was a good movie.
But also, when it comes to Jackie Brown, it's the only thing that comes from adapted work. So the screenplay isn't even his own original idea.
True.
I happen to be a big fan of Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious
Bastards, I will give you, that is a good film, but that's also derivative of The Dirty Dozen, portions of The Great Escape, every single war movie that anybody was ever in, like, 10 John Wayne movies. It's...
But
You could cut Inglourious Bastards out of other films that existed before.
What? He gave it its own taste.
Other than The Bear Jew, I can't think of anything particularly original in that.
That's the best part, is the Bear Jew. Let's be honest here.
Bear Jew.
Arrivederci.
Gorlomi.
So the best part of that movie is Christopher Waltz as Hans Landa.
Is it Christopher or Christoph? I'm always looking
Christoph.
Is it Christoph? He is German. Alright, my bad.
Alright, Christoph Waltz.
So, yeah, Hans Landa, I mean, he won every award that year for Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, it's an incredible performance.
Yeah.
Like only he could.
He's like an evil Sherlock Holmes.
Tarantino himself said that he gave life to the movie because he considered it an unplayable role. So, he...
Yeah, no, nobody else plays that role. But also nobody else plays the role of the dentist bounty hunter in Django Unchained.
True.
The way you feel about Inglourious Basterds, then, is also going to be the way you feel about Django Unchained.
Oh, no.
Because that's just a spaghetti western,
Is it?
is it not?
It was a whole setup for another movie. Like, that's the thing. He never made the movie that Django Unchained was supposed to be. He ended up making The Hateful Eight instead. But all those bounty hunters that had that weird side story, like, dropped into the middle of Django Unchained. That's a movie I actually want to see, and that's never getting made.
No, I thought Hateful Eight was supposed to be a sequel to Django. Which one came out first?
Django came out
Django.
first. Hateful Eight came out second.
Hateful
Eight was supposed to be the sequel.
Yeah.
That's how it started. It was supposed to follow those bounty hunters. Then it turned to this weird thing in a fucking shack where you got to nail a door shut, which was gimmicky but moderately amusing.
Not a fan of the movie.
Not a huge fan of the movie. Moderately a fan of when they broke the incredibly expensive guitar.
And somehow it got $425 million at the box office?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of money.
I mean, props to him. He makes money. I'm not going to deny that. The man is successful. He makes what the people like.
So is Microsoft. Nobody likes Windows.
I like Windows.
I like Windows.
Looking out a window right now.
I would argue that that's a door. But alright. It's a very wide door.
It's
a French door, if you will.
Looking out my back door.
It's a window brought to you by Windows. It's actually a door.
No, it's not.
Oh,
French, man.
there's the Sean joke that we love.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite Tarantino film?
The one that I would actually watch, like if I was channel surfing and it was on and I would stop there instead of continue to see something else thinking this is crap, it would probably be Inglourious Basterds.
Okay.
But that's because I like all the movies that are coming.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm going to have to agree. Inglourious Basterds, I don't even know if I would call that my favorite. If I'm having all the films in front of me, I don't know if I would say that that's my favorite Tarantino flick, but that's the most watchable to me on a regular basis.
My favorite is True Romance, the one with Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken. It's very good.
Yeah, but do you like that because it's a Tarantino movie, or do you like that because it's a Christopher Walken movie? Because Christopher Walken's friggin' awesome.
Christopher Walken.
No,
I love his movie.
I like it because it's actually a good movie, aside from Tarantino. Like, it's an interesting story of the mildly disturbed Elvis impersonator kid who has visions of Elvis telling him what to do, going on this chase where he winds up with a suitcase of cocaine.
It sounds like you like it despite it being a Tarantino movie, not because.
Also, everyone here is wrong. If you're channel surfing, you stop at From Dusk Till Dawn. Just for the Selma Hayek scene, and then you progress.
I have always hated those movies.
Oh, they're freaking terrible.
I turned it off when the cello players playing the dead dude, and I'm like, oh, I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie.
No, it's not even cello. What is that thing? the bass, isn't it? It's huge.
Oh, stand-up bass, yeah.
Yeah, it's a stand-up bass. And the guy's like playing it like, Also, features the worst tattoo ever in a movie. The one that George Clooney's got, like the weird neck tattoo.
Oh, that was so bad. That was horrible. But I mean, all the Rodriguez, Tarantino work he did, that Death Proof was terrible.
I've only seen
Straight
like
back.
2 clips from Death Proof. I couldn't.
Death Proof is
They-
not a great movie.
They did Rosario Dawson dirty too with that haircut.
No idea.
Save yourself the time.
No
It's not worth
impact,
it.
no idea.
It does feature Kurt Russell licking a woman's foot.
Which also,
That's it. I'm not in danger of seeing this movie.
that's how Jackie Brown opens up pretty much too, is the one woman's feet. Extreme close up.
Great. Now he's ripping off fetish porn movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the man is addicted to feet.
Is that like actually a thing?
He was a pioneer of the feet shot and the trunk shot.
No, it was not. Fight me outside. But no, I think he really has a foot fetish because look how many feet show up. Like,
Tarantino has a foot fetish.
watch
That is
Once
a
Upon a
fact.
Time in Hollywood. Margot Robbie does not wear shoes, and she's got her nasty ass toes in the middle of the camera, all dirty and shit, from walking around barefoot.
This has been talked about many, many times that he has a foot fetish, and that is why he includes feet in so many of his films.
For flavors of ice cream for everybody, I guess.
Back to the
Different
trunk
strokes for different folks.
Back to the trunk shot. There is a trunk shot in every single one of his movies, including, oddly, like he had to go out of his way to figure out how to include it in Inglourious Bastards. I don't know how he included it in Django. I don't remember, but I'm sure there's one in there.
It would be when Kerry Washington's in the hot box.
Yes,
I don't recall that probably makes any sense.
that would make sense. But the thing with that is, tons of people have celebrated that he pioneered this whole look, and it's a Tarantino look. I'm reasonably certain I saw that in other movies before that.
Mrs. Doubtfire did it, and they did it. Not Mrs. Doubtfire, Uncle Buck.
Mrs. Doubtfire did it too when she opens the fridge.
Oh.
When Robin Williams opens the fridge, he's staring into the fridge. That is definitively a trunk shot.
John Hughes did it in Uncle Buck.
That's fine, but you're sitting here arguing because Tarantino is the one who popularized the trunk shot.
I'll give you popularized, but I would say egregiously overused.
Egregiously overused or a trademark of his?
Weird trademark to pick, that and feet.
That concludes our review, Hammerheads. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please click that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you stay up to date on all of our content. If you disagreed with anything, just let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And to all our viewers, remember, you are a card-carrying member of Thrillhammer Nation. See you later.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up!